And Pooks starting off up top with his Junkrat, going to immediately switch hero, or is he? No, he's actually coming out via the bottom. Let's take a look at the Widowmaker battle now. Raytech, wow, actually, UTM giving Luminosity an awful lot of room there. They're waiting for opportunities to go ahead and snipe. The Widowmaker's location has now been known. Oh, and it looks like Raytech almost going down there, and Gods is actually following him, managing to avoid the gaze of the turret as well, which does get promptly destroyed. Milo is downstairs alongside Enigma, who is currently playing Mei. Not a pick you typically see every day. Are we going to be potentially freezing some people up? There is forcing the resurrection immediately from Bunna, but unfortunately 3 people instantly go down. So that's not going to end up being very effective at all. And Mei is currently on fire, just using actually right-click there, so we're not actually freezing anyone at the moment. Raytech now swapping over to Soldier 76 to help defend the second part of this point. Luminosity at the moment are looking absolutely sublime. 1 minute and 5 seconds into this game. And we have actually seen faster, by the way, on King's Row today. We've seen like a 41-second cap at the first point, so this definitely isn't as one-sided as we've seen earlier. But we'll see what they come up with now. I'm going to be following Seagull in case we have a couple of heroics, and also because he's going to get a damage boost from Farah, which is going to be excellent. Seagull eating a couple of Helix rockets to the face there, rather brave of him. But will be able to survive, and Mercy is there to support him as well. There's the rocket barrage getting ready. Here's the speed. Are we using it? We're not actually using it. We're being patient. It looked like he was setting himself up to use it. And Chubisu, Dodo Genius both going down there. Instant res coming out from Bunna. Is he going to be able to turn the tide of this battle? Let's go take a look at what Chubisu is doing there. Good hook on Reinhardt, who actually just gets up. He's like, yep, nice, thanks for the hook, thanks for the shotgun hit to the face. Now, if you excuse me, I'm just going to get up and walk away. Instant res now coming out from Esper as well, so both sides having used their resurrections. Bunna currently on 65% charge already, so he'll be able to use his again reasonably soon. Seagull's doing a lot of damage, and oh, Chubisu almost actually hooking Seagull, which could have put the blunt end of the stick in favor of the defending side. But Seagull right now, he's going a little bit unchecked. It feels like Chubisu is the only player that was really noticing him and trying to get a bit of damage done on him, and as a result, the amount of damage he's been doing this game has become just a little bit unhinged. And that does mean that we're going to be able to get, by the looks of things... Oh dear, nice. At 2 minutes and 44 seconds, it looks like they will get through to the second checkpoint on King's Row. This is a very, very competitive and a very quick time from Luminosity. This is, of course, the best of 3. It is no longer a best of 1. So that's very exciting. So we will get to see UTM, if they lose this game, potentially come back. But that said, they're not even going to lose at the end of this half. They simply have to beat the time Luminosity set. A lot of people do know, though, that it's quite difficult to beat a time that Luminosity sets. An excellent... Oh, no, that is beautiful. That is actually disgustingly beautiful, as Seagull manages to earth shatter into his own rocket barrage. And that does mean a whole bunch of players from UTM are going to go down. It's a full team wipe going around the last bend now. We're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds on King's Row. This is going to be an extremely competitive time. Let's see how they are going to be able to respond. Chubisu is now on Mei. We're chucking a couple of walls up to prevent anyone from coming in from above. And Milo getting taken out by Chubisu very early on. So there's the freeze we were talking about earlier, successfully doing that. And Enigma on Mei also gets taken down. This is really, really nice play from Chubisu. Bunna now on Tracer. Look to come on in and get as much damage done as possible while darting around. Unfortunately, Gods, he says, you know what? Screw that, mate. I'm going to go ahead and aimbot absolutely everyone, and that's doing a reasonable job. The defense matrix from D.Va will be able to hold out for just a little while longer as far as UTM are concerned, but that mecha has just gone down. Gods is back up to 25% on his ultimate already. Everyone gets taken down, and there is the completion at approximately 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Luminosity will be able to finish this half of the map in a very competitive time. Play of the game now goes to Gods. Not unexpected. And there we go. Easy peasy. Life of a soldier. UTM have to beat 4 minutes and 17 seconds in order for them to take the first map off of Luminosity. It is definitely within the realms of possibility, but they're going to have to pull out something very impressive indeed. Raytech is once again on Widowmaker. We have Chibisu on Roadhog. Bunna again on Mercy. Wesley taking on McCree. Dota Genius will play Reinhardt once more, and Sky is on Lucio. Ladies and gents, get ready, because we are about to get started. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Alright, Dota Genius moving around the corner very quickly indeed. We're looking for a very quick cap of point number 1 here. And very good sticking together as a team from UTM so far, but also a very disciplined result as well, as far as Luminosity are concerned. Seagull's doing a lot of indiscriminate damage as Roadhog, but he's not helping the rest of his team right now. Krooks on Symmetra is having to run away. There's also a very, very small amount of help that she can do in terms of DPS, but at least Esper is on hand to potentially resurrect people if required. There we go. There is the resurrection. And I have to say, at the moment, I'm reasonably impressed with the way UTM are taking this on. Widowmaker has gone down there. That's a little bit of a bummer. Bunna right now continuing to prevent Luminosity from stalling too much longer, and I think Luminosity have to concede the first point. They do indeed, and that gets taken out very, very quickly in less than a minute. They are currently on track to meet the time set by Luminosity here, but it is only 0.1 of a potential 3. So we'll see. They have 3 minutes remaining, just over 3 minutes remaining now, as the rest of the team decide to come back into the fore from Luminosity. So far, UTM have done a fantastic job. Let's take a look at Raytech. Being very sneaky, coming around the back. That's not going to tell us too much, though, at the immediate vicinity of things. Wesley gets taken out very early. He's also got Deadeye available, and oh dear, Dota Genius getting taken out means there's no more shield on this, and this could end up being a team wipe. You have to be very, very careful there. Where is Seagull? Of course, that's where he is, right on top of the action as always. And I think he is about to get a double or triple kill here. Oh, a very nice escape for Lucio, but Bunna gets taken out by Farah's fist, unfortunately. This means there are 2 minutes and 20 seconds left for them to complete the entire map, and this has forced the regroup coming out of UTM, and I think they can only realistically afford a single regroup. If they get wiped a second time here, that's going to end up being curtains for them. They are playing quite well, though. They were very, very quick. And Wesley had people in his sights, but unfortunately his sights then got obscured by an Earth Shaft, so that's going to be an excellent play coming out of Milo there. We have a rocket barrage. Are we going to use it to get these guys off the payload and basically completely put this game beyond all doubt? Not yet. We're first going after Mercy, which is completely understandable. Wesley's down. There goes Bunna. And there is the big revive, though. Dota Genius managed to swat him out of the way, but 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining only at the moment. Still officially possible, I think, but only just about, as the payload continues to get pushed here. They're actually making decent progress, but they need to make better progress than this. It's currently 1 minute and 20 seconds. They need to not have interruptions, so they need to kill, basically, the rest of Luminosity long before they actually contest the payload. Wesley once again using Deadeye to try and keep the people in the backline out of the way. Gods is going to get taken out, and Seagull finally comes in with Rocket Barrage, gets a double kill there. And there is now 1 in-game minute remaining. 1 in-game minute and 1 real-life minute, conveniently. And Seagull has just gotten a triple kill. So, unfortunately, I think that is going to be that. Even if the payload gets retaken right now, it's about to become impossible for it to get pushed over the line in time. And sadly, UTM are nowhere close to it, which means that Luminosity are going to be able to take map number 1 on King's Row. We're down to 35 seconds now. I won't message any of the players until it's until the official time has actually ended. These guys are, of course, still busy trying to make sure they nail this game. Raytech gets taken down just as he has Tactical Visor coming up. And, oh my goodness, Farah, Seagull, this is actually insane. 15 seconds left to go before Luminosity officially take victory here. Dota Genius, Wesley, all going down. There's the GG being called by the guys that have just died. Chibisu goes down. Bunna is going to go down as well. And that is going to be it. Luminosity, ladies and gents, win map number 1. And Seagull happily rains a couple of rockets in celebration. 3, 2, 1, 0. And off we go. Pook's on Symmetra with the sentry turrets over there. Let's take a look at Raytech. Oops, pardon me. There we go. See if he can get a couple of early game kills. We're looking potentially to sneak in just a little bit. But everyone is giving everyone else a comfortable amount of room right now. Seagull just making sure no one flanks in over here. Absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. Raytech gets picked off actually by Enigma. Dear, oh dear. Roadhog being a little bit sneaky. And trying to kill off a couple of those lower hit point heroes. I'm not sure about Dota Genius though. Enigma does have to go and head back behind that bunker. Bunna, in the meantime, hasn't seen too much in the way of action just yet. We're waiting for those shields to get put down on Zarya. That will give him an awful lot of sustain. And it looks like Luminosity retreated inside the server room. Gods, in the meantime, I mean, he's up top doing indiscriminate damage. Raytech is trying to take him out. The Widowmaker needing to do a decent job here. In the meantime, oh my god. Oh my gods, rather, I should say, is doing so much. And Raytech, there's so much pressure on this Widowmaker to prevent the Soldier 76 from doing the damage he wants to do. But so far, he hasn't been able to do it. And they're now being pushed back all the way to spawn. Seagull gets taken out of the air by Dota Genius. A little bit ambitious there. Gods continuing to be absolutely destructive on 76. Enigma, meanwhile, is looking for a piece of the action from a hook point of view. Now, Raytech has used... oh, dear. He's used the sight. He's got his ultimate ability up. And tried to kill off a couple of people, not able to successfully do that. I say that, manages to get Enigma, which is excellent. Milo gets taken down as well, and there is Seagull. So the Graviton Surge in conjunction with Widowmaker is doing a tremendous job right here. Oh, he doesn't quite get Symmetra. I was looking for him to pick off Pooks, and Pooks lives to fight another day. Why did you walk back in there? Are you serious, Pooks? I mean, come on. You just survived about 4 different shots not hitting you. Why are you chancing a 5th? There's a reason they're in the you know, best of 3 knockout brackets here. Even if Luminosity start the game as favorites, Raytech is not useless by any stretch of the imagination with Widowmaker. Challenge him, and you will potentially end up dying. Dota Genius being forced to use now the ultimate on Winston, so he's going to be raging about, slapping stuff around like the good old brute that he is. Ooh, and he gets brought over to one side by the likes of, is that Enigma? It is Enigma. Continuing to get stuck in the thick of the action. How is this Roadhog still alive? Enigma, the amount of sustain he has on Roadhog is just incredible. And the fact that he's had the time, actually, and the luxury to go ahead and heal himself in between bouts of this game means that he's been able to stay on the payload more or less the entire time. When Roadhog starts to heal himself, that's when you need like 3 people collapsing on him to kill him off quickly so he no longer poses a threat to you. But that is not, unfortunately, the game plan that they have been doing so far. Right, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. We are into the control room. Control room, rather. Sorry, that would have been server room. We're into the shuttle room, I should say, and almost the entirety of Luminosity are on top of the shuttle. Just trying to use the height advantage as much as possible, and Bunna is the first person that gets taken out in that engagement. Not very nice at all. Dota Genius going down as well. We need to wait for UTM to attack as a group. They're coming in as stragglers right now. Is that Chibisu I saw sort of bouncing in and out of there? It is indeed, and that's not going to do him very many favors at all. Dota Genius is now back on Winston this time around. And we really should be waiting for the tanks to get here. Oh, it looks like they're moving in. Oh dear, and unfortunately they're moving in into Roadhog, into a lot of units. And by units, I mean a Seagull, a Gods, and an Enigma on top of that shuttle there. And that's going to allow them to do an amazing amount of damage. Where is Dota Genius? He is at least, is he even in the room? He hasn't really been contributing to this battle so far, unfortunately. And that ends up being a little bit of a problem. Wesley goes down to Gods and Soldier 76. Dota Genius now a little bit belated in on the action. He's going to try and get some damage done, but he can't. So that leaves Sky on Lucio, and a couple of Helix rockets up where the sun don't shine are going to result in him going down as well. Another successful hold here for Luminosity in the shuttle room. Time is ticking. 4 minutes and 40 seconds have now elapsed. There's still plenty of time for UTM to complete the map. Raytech is back on the Widowmaker. And this time we're waiting for everyone to go in at once. A very, very sensible decision. Oh dear, and he gets a couple of shots to the face as soon as he pops in. Now, let's take a look at View of Gods, because he's going to have an awful lot. Oh, hang on a second. We have some sushi blading coming in from Chibisu. Is he able to actually take out Enigma or Seagull? No, it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. So he's going down. Seagull has got Rocket Barrage available. I imagine he won't use it until after Dota Genius is dealt with. He is dealt with now, though. Where's the rest of UTM? We're looking for them. Right now, it's just Sky. He actually moves on out, so there is no more need to go ahead and use an ultimate. Wesley, in the meantime, on Reaper. I mean, where's the back door that you can use to sort of sneak one on there isn't really. There's no way to sneak up on Luminosity here. What is Wesley going to do? All right, everyone's moving in at once now. Here we go. Roadhog especially. Let's take a look at Chibisu. He's moved off of Genji onto Rogue, and that's an excellent hit. And he takes out Pooks to start things off with. There's the Justice. Are we going to actually see a death? We are not, unfortunately. And that Justice did an awful lot of damage. Seagull with a triple kill, and that's another hold. We're at 5 minutes and 59 seconds now. And this stage of the map is looking very, very holdable. There are only 2 minutes 50 left before Luminosity just win the map by default after capturing the second point. So we will see if UTM are able to break through. But right now, I have to say, they've come up against a brick wall. It's going to be really challenging for them to do that, straight up. This is the reason Luminosity are such a good team. They're able to give you space because they want to hold where they think they can hold best, so they're very happy to leave this epic hold until we actually get to the server room. Here comes Dota Genius. He's looking for Mercy. He's trying to find Mercy, but Esper manages to go ahead and sneak out. Gods now with Tactical Visor, looking for a couple of extra kills. There's Bunner, and where's Wesley? We're looking for Wesley. We see Wesley. There's Wesley, but he's not quite able to get him down. God's now having to back out of the action just a little bit. Wesley actually has a Death Blossom available, and he's right in the thick of the action now as well. But there's a little... Oh, no. Die, die, die. Look at that, guys. All 4 walls are dead, but unfortunately, none of the opposing team are dead, and he gets taken out by Gods. A little bit of a mistime, sadly, on that Death Blossom. In the meantime, we patiently await Seagull and the Rocket Barrage, because that's the one the crowd wants. Let's be perfectly honest with ourselves here. Not going to happen, though. We have another regroup, 7 minutes and 18 seconds into the map, and there's only 1 minute and 35 left before UTM are going to be successfully held in the shuttle room. Raytech with a different approach now on Soldier 76. Oh no, is that Gods again? Is that Gods again? It is Gods again. Jesus Christ, Gods. You need to stop doing this. This is painful and unfair and all of the above. And Gods once again forces everybody else back. Manages to get Dota Genius after the ultimate was actually expired there. And these guys are switching heroes like crazy, looking for an opportunity to pick things off. The Widowmaker, again, is a double-edged sword. If you're able to pick someone off very, very quickly, then great. And if you miss your first 2 shots, the rest of your team are basically consigned to death. So a lot of pressure on Raytech now. He sees Zarya. Oh, no, and Gods. Wow, this guy. This guy has been shutting the rest of them down so well all game long. Gods is in your face when you don't want him to be. And when you want him to be, he is able to fall back and calmly do DPS damage from elsewhere. He's been playing this so solidly. UTM are trying to push past the door here, but unfortunately, Luminosity are successfully holding the door, and they will continue to hold the door for the foreseeable future. Right, Chibisu at least manages to take him out, but here comes a potential rocket barrage from up above. Yes, indeed, with 17 seconds left to go, Seagull goes, enough is enough, and even though 3 of the opposing team for UTM are covered by Lucio's sound barrier, Seagull basically picks up the rest. There goes Wesley. Here comes Chibisu, and he's actually got a reasonable amount of hit points, actually. Him and Dota Genius comprise more or less the entirety of the rest of this army. Milo, though, is doing a good job of sitting on top of the payload as Zarya and saying, look, mate, I'm not going anywhere. You can tank as much as you want, but I'm just going to comfortably sit around. Dota Genius finally on his last throws, and here we go. There's the big res. UTM need to push this to the end right now. Chibisu goes down straight away, though. A second rocket barrage coming down from Seagull, and that is going to be it. 9 minutes and 23 seconds game time by my calculation, but we have held after point number 2 for Luminosity. And because, of course, has Enigma on Winston, Esper again on Mercy, Seagull playing Roadhog this time around, Pooks on Lucio, Milo on Reinhardt, and Gods will be playing Widowmaker. I'm going to be watching Gods because he was so sick with Soldier 76 the first time, and oh, Jesus Christ! Well, someone wrap this up and hand it to Luminosity on a plate, because oh dear, he didn't just do the jumping kill, he did the hook shot while looking for Raytech, finding him, and then killing him, all in the space of about half a second. That was rather disgusting, and I'm really glad we managed to see that for the opening play of the game. As far as I'm concerned, that's play of the game right there, and we go round 2. Oh, not quite able to do it this time around. I think Sky, was that Sky? Or was that Raytech back there? It was Raytech back there. And God's not quite able to put the hurt on him the second time around. A lot of fighting is going on. Oh, and we're hooking back to the back there. Oh, almost getting Esper, actually. He does manage to get Esper, so Raytech fighting back. There goes the Mercy for Team Luminosity right there. Milo goes down as well, and we have the Recon Visor live now, which is going to be a big help. These guys are doing a tremendous job so far, standing up to Reunited and basically asking them questions. But Gods, again, I have to hand it back to him. Now that Luminosity, did I just say Reunited? I think I did. I'm so used to casting on EU, my apologies. But now that LG are back in their element here, I am looking forward to seeing whether Gods can finish the job. Oh, he sees it. He sees it, but unfortunately he gets whiffed by Dota Genius. Dota Genius with an excellent ultimate there on Reinhardt, and that forces the res out of the side of Luminosity. Here we go, Seagull moving straight on in. That looked like it hurt quite a lot. That was possibly a hook to the face. Bunna, unfortunately, not quite able to get caught with that. And Seagull in the middle of all of Symmetra's turrets right now. He's going to have to take that out. Bunna gets taken out. There goes the sentry turrets from Sky. And the second objective has now been captured on the part of Luminosity. Oh dear. Oh jeez, that was disgusting. I mean, that's GG in terms of time, I suppose. You can always still stop Luminosity from taking the third point, strictly speaking. It's not over yet. But I think they just took the second point more quickly and they don't even want to try to stop them. It looks like this third point is going to be... Oh my god, that was a pretty slick hook, actually. Let me take a look at what Gods is doing. But Jesus Christ, Gods! Every time I move to Gods. Oh, Raytech's morale has just gone down the tubes, ladies and gentlemen. Never to be seen again. Gods has just put Raytech into airplane mode. Definitely. And, ooh, he's missing a couple of shots now, but it doesn't matter. There is the point. GG's are called, and Luminosity, by a scoreline of 2-0, are defeating UTM to get into the semi-finals of the GosuGamers North America Weekly Cup. Congratulations to them as we move back into the lobby.